All right, now there's sound. What's up, True Texan, Wildflower that couldn't get the wild right? What's up, Sly? Sarcastic one, and anyone else coming in? What's up? So I have to fix the sound in the beginning, but I also want to let everyone know that candles are 50% off. Do not forget, they are 50% off until tomorrow. Tomorrow is your last day to get the 50% off. You definitely, if you've never tried my candles before, now is the time to get one. I mean, paint can candles are like 750 right now. Like you just can't beat the prices. So that's why I'm telling you, if you ever want to try my candles, now is the time to get them. So, and again, 50% off. I am never going to do a sale this good, just to let everyone know, because I'm literally like making nothing, but I want to get my candles out there more and I want people to have them that never had them before. So that's why I'm doing it. I'm going to do 50% off of like candle of the week. That I'm going to do. But as far as every candle, well, I can't do it, but I want to get my candle out there. So I also want to say that I had a very long conversation today with somebody that I completely admire and respect. And he made me realize something. Now, this is a guy who has millions of subscribers with millions of views. I'm talking like multi millions. And he had to take a break from YouTube based on haters. And it made me realize that, haters, it's not just us small people, that it affects big creators too. Ones that you would think would just ignore it, would never get to them. No, it does. And I was actually really shocked. But he gave me some encouragement, and his encouragement was don't give up, keep going. And that's what I'm going to do. And if you guys are wondering who it is, I'm not going to say, but if you know who I always said I had a crush on, that's who it is. And I just, I am like, I really thought about our conversation today. Hated, see, there you go. There's another one with millions of people. And I forgot to tell Robbie. Shit. I gotta tell Robbie he loves he loved 12 Days of Christmas. He thought it was absolutely hysterical. So Robbie, if you hear this, I will tell you privately who it is. But I don't know, he really got me thinking all day. And I didn't expect to have such a long conversation either. But he really got me thinking all day, and he just made me realize that, you know what? Fuck him. I can't let it get to me, and I can't let it scare me off, and I can't let them run my life, and people are going to talk and talk. And that's it. And keep going and channel rebuild once we get out of this fucking hate. And I mean, honestly, if I wanted 400 people in here, all I have to do is start talking about Sebastian Rogers, but that ain't happening. So there's that. I would think I would rather talk about paint drying than Sebastian Rogers' case. Just saying. There was something else I was going to tell you guys. Shit. There's something about true crime, and now I forgot. Uh, I don't remember. All right, I'm sure I will remember. All right. So I told you guys that there was another phone call that was like missing, and I didn't know where it was missing to. She must have taken it down, but she put it back up yesterday. I didn't even realize it was back up yesterday. So that's the call we're going to listen to now. I don't know why she had like taken it down or something. I don't know. Hold on. I got to move Zoom. All right. See, the avatar actually really works when my camera's on me. That's pretty cool. Up and down. It takes little things to impress me. Hey, Brandon. Uh, I shut down my computer so it would run smooth. So it's going to take me a minute to get it back up. By the way, you guys ever watch a creator named Hope Scope? She's another one with like millions of subs, but she like buys all these things on the internet. Like that's her channel, just buying things. She's pretty funny, really. Hear about the rocket that exploded, Elon Musk's space rocket? I don't know. There's a lot of things that people say are Elon Musk, and it's just not true. Like they said that he was building a phone, not true. Then they said that he was building a tiny house, not true. There's a lot of shit that they say is him, and it's not. Oh, no shit. No, I didn't hear that.
How you doing?
Okay. So these were calls dated on 10/30 with her mom. And I think, hey Lana, I think these are the ones that her mom didn't want anyone hearing or told me to be nice about it, something like that. I think these are the calls. But before we get to that, let me take a look at what you're talking about. Um, okay. SpaceX Starship explodes flight test, forcing airlines to divert. SpaceX Starship explosion likely caused by propellant leak, says Elon Musk. U.S. grounds SpaceX Starship after test flight explosion. See, some are saying that it's his, some are saying it's not. Hang on. Trying to get the video. Come on, SpaceX. Why does my internet suck so bad? Why is it taking forever? You hear Karma snoring? Why is this taking forever? All right, here we go. All right, I'm assuming this is after crash. Hold on. Well, all right. Can you hear him snoring? Her?
This is not right. Something happened. This exploded. This thing has exploded. No, I don't think so. Yeah, oh, absolutely. No. No one was in it, right? No. Oh, thank God. Oh my goodness. Look at those colors.
There we go, look.
Yeah, Abe, look at the chocolate stuff. Look. Wow. Talk about being
So did it like disintegrate?
This is like a 1 in a million spot.
yeah.
1 in a billion spot right here.
Yeah,
For those of you that are my age, do you remember in second grade when we watched that spaceship go up and it exploded? I will never forget that. I think I was in second or third grade. It had to be second grade. No, maybe third grade. No, second grade. I think it was second grade. And the whole thing exploded. Teachers were like freaking out. I remember that. The Challenger, yes. I couldn't remember. It's the same video. I just don't want to play the music. Oh, it's Elon Musk's company. Okay. Good thing there was nobody in it. No, there were only like 5 astronauts on board. That's crazy though. It just like disintegrated. Supposed to loop the world carrying 10 dummy satellites for test deployment. That's crazy. Can you imagine having as much money as Elon Musk? My God. Well, it had to have been somewhere overseas. No, it couldn't have been 86 because I was like in third grade. I thought I was in third grade. Maybe I was in fifth grade. Imagine though putting all that money into a rocket. I mean, that's like millions of dollars, only for it to be disintegrated 90 miles above the air. Success is uncertain, but entertainment is guaranteed. See, he didn't even care. He didn't even care. That's how much money he has. He doesn't even give a shit. Damn, you see that? It just like blew up. I am not arguing with Google. Okay, his key step. What's he trying to do there? towards Mars. Said X before liftoff. So he just keeps building them. So he just keeps building them. That's crazy. Nah, he said they didn't carry anyone. Just satellites. That's nuts. I need Elon Musk money. Alright. Now let's get into Leilani.
Everybody keeps asking me that, and I guess the truthful answer is I don't know.
I get that. I get that totally. Because I don't know how I'm doing every day either.
No, I don't know. I know that what's coming is going to come, and I need to stay busy until this appeal comes, and that'll be a year in the making, so.
Yeah. Wow. They, I feel like you were set up to believe that you wouldn't be charged, that they wouldn't find you guilty, and it aggravates me with that Hilliard guy. Me and him just do not get along.
What?
How many times are you going to be in denial, Billie Jo? Your daughter did kill him. It doesn't matter what the lawyers think. It doesn't matter what you think. We all know there's proof that your daughter killed her son. So what the fuck are you feeding her this bullshit? Be a mom and stand strong.
That Hilliard guy, your attorney,
Y'all two just clash.
horribly bad.
I don't know what it is. He doesn't know what it is. Y'all two both tend to think that the other is just an asshole.
Wow. I maybe was an asshole whenever I heard that on court TV. I got so scared.
Yeah, well, I did speak to him, and I told him that if he does any more interviews, I don't care, as long as he just avoids any commentary about my other two kids.
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to get. I was like, what is this guy thinking?
Yeah, so he
Oh
thought
my
about that.
gosh.
He said that he did say to the that he wasn't completely sure.
Hey, Leilani, did you think about your other two kids when you were murdering their brother? Yeah, I don't think you thought about the kids then. Why all of a sudden are you so concerned about the kids?
He did say that, but even putting that thought out there to people, man, all I could think about is keep your ass in the house, Billy, because people gonna follow you, and
Yeah, but he said
I've been worried about that and scared about that the whole time.
yeah, well, he said he's gonna be working to remedy that, and that if he does do more interviews, which he probably will, and honestly, he's doing it on my behalf.
I know he is. I know he is because I listened to the rest of the interview. But I got message after message after message after message, and I was just like, oh my God, what just happened? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I freaked out. I did freak
out. So, yeah,
but I told him.
Yeah, but I told him, I said, I don't care if you do the interviews because honestly, I'm not.
I felt like he had put our family in harm's way.
Yeah, but I told him, I said, I don't care if you do the interviews because honestly, I'm not going to do it. I'm tired of the media. I'm tired of the camera.
I'm tired of the media, too.
I'm tired of the camera being in front of my face. It was in front of my face for 2 solid weeks.
Well, I do to ask him. I mean, if they were able to protect the dealers, then they can do that for our family at sentencing.
Well, see, that's not the attorney's decision. It's the judge's decision. But now listen, I didn't ask him to request that if they couldn't just turn the cameras off, maybe they could bleep out y'all's names and blur your faces.
Well, I mean, it would be best if they could, I mean, the whole
Here's an idea. Maybe you shouldn't have murdered your fucking kid.
reason we didn't come, and the whole reason Vernon came was because I begged Vernon to please go.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to. Don't think I had to beg him a lot because he felt bad any day he couldn't go. But some days it was just hard on him sitting on that bench.
Oh, I understand that, but this is what I
You know.
requested to them. I said if they say no to turning the cameras off, can we just bleep out my family members' names and blur their faces so that way they are not recognized after they leave?
Well,
then-
I'll
and
be
then I said-
recognized because I'm gonna say, you know, I already know what I'm gonna say because you're the best, absolutely best person in the world to be around when you're sober.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. But I also told him that what did I say? You made me lose my train of
Oh, yeah, I get it. I went back and I looked at some of the messages from 2 years ago and stuff like that, and I'm like, my God, what was I even saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the text messages they brought up, some text messages between me and Daniel, me and Craig, or whatever. Mama, I didn't remember those.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, there's a video? Please tell me they're not going to show this video. Please tell me they're not going to.
Yeah, I know. I get that.
But let me see. I was going to say something. It'll come back to me when we're not on the phone. Watch.
I know, I hate that.
Something, I don't know. I'm just wanting him to blur. Oh, okay, here it
I
is.
do want you, whenever you get a chance, to tell him that I do apologize for calling in a rant. I was just so afraid in that moment.
Yes, and I will.
I was more so
knows,
afraid for my grandchildren than
knows
anything.
The fear of the media. He said that the media was even hard on him because of him defending me.
Yeah, they were.
But
yeah, so and even whenever I seen him that day, I was shaking in my shoes.
Yeah.
I was like waiting for this paparazzi to pop around the corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remembered. So I told him, I said, I guess one of the reasons you could express to the judge about wanting the cameras either off or to bleep and blur the faces of my family members is because a lot of the people who might come and be a character witness is all have some type of minors in the home with them, little kids, and we don't want the media approaching y'all or any crazy-haired true crime YouTuber, you know, in front of these children.
Now that's funny. Crazy haired YouTuber, which you know she meant Betty. So that's kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah. And we do want to protect all of them.
Yeah, this isn't just, I told him, I said, it's not just my fear about Zane and Sky. I said, my Aunt Jackie has a whole bunch of grandbabies. She watches all the time, you know.
And Angie does too.
And Angie does too. And I said, and then, Meemaw people are just too old to handle the stress of the media and people possibly coming and knocking on their door. And if they do research into Meemaw people, they realize that these are the people who lived right across the house from what happened in Effingham.
Yeah, they brought all that up.
You know, so that's why I'm hoping that maybe if Aunt Jackie communicates with Hilliard and you communicate with Purse, y'all can make something happen.
Yeah, I think
he's gonna request all this. He can request it. He's gonna ask for it. He's gonna file a motion for it. But it's up to the judge.
Well, it would be, you know, I have severe PTSD whenever I'm out in public and somebody picks up their phone. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been to Walmart. I like going to Walmart. But Walmart is too busy. The Piggly Wiggly here is expensive, but it's empty. Nobody's there.
Yeah. And then I had this crazy idea, and I know you're probably not going to do it, but it is a little funny. I was like, just buy everybody wigs and give them a face mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring them on in.
Yeah. It's not you or the case or Quentin that we want to hide from. You know what I mean? People are crazy, Leilani. I just never realized how cruel and insensitive and awful people are. Like, I make friends everywhere. Everywhere I go, I make friends.
You do.
And
That's just how you
I
are. You have a very magnetic personality.
and I just don't. I mean, I've never dealt with like that kind of hate,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was.
Judy, I couldn't agree with you more. I've been saying that unequivocally. These two are like brain dead. Like they just forget that she murdered her own child.
Very, very traumatizing to me. You know, good God, girl.
I get it. And my attorney, when he called me, he said, do not take this lightly because I normally don't get personal in cases or whatever. And I'm almost directly quoting him, by the way. So he said, I do
Yeah.
not normally get personal in cases. He said, but I truly believe that you're innocent. And he said, I do not know Leilani from 2 years ago, but I know the one from now. And you have a good heart and a good soul. This made me cry.
And you do.
He's your lawyer, so he has to be nice, but no, nobody thought you were innocent. We all know you're guilty. Your mom knows you're guilty. But the fact that, again, like I said the other night, the fact that she is not teaching you right from wrong, it explains why she has two kids in jail for murder. It unbelievable to me that she is not teaching you how to take responsibility for your own actions.
Do. You do, Leilani. I don't know how many times I told you that you're like the best person in the world sober. Like everything about you changes.
Yeah, but like it really hurt it didn't hurt my feelings. It got to me.
There's lots of drug addicts in the world that aren't murderers.
So, because for the longest time, for 2 years, I'm sitting here like, am I really that horrible of a person?
I know. And you're not.
Yes, you are that horrible of a person. And if your mother was any type of mother, she would tell you that. She would say, yes, I love you sober and I love you high. I love you regardless. But yes, you're a piece of shit. Plain and simple. That's why you're sitting in jail for the next 50 years.
You're not, Leilani. I don't know what happened. And I don't think the world knows what happened. I don't think anybody got any answers out of any of that.
Ding, 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 ding. I know what happened. You never raised your kids to teach them to take responsibility for their actions. And that's not a matter of loving your child. I would love my child if they committed murder too, but I would teach them how to take responsibility for their actions. And maybe if you taught them how to be responsible for their actions, you wouldn't have two kids in murder for jail. Just saying.
No, nobody.
I said that wrong. You wouldn't have two kids in jail for murder.
And honestly, I was really surprised at the 3 murder charges.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm surprised about is that she didn't kill all of her kids and she only killed one.
Me too. But just like my attorney said, he said I got convicted on speculation. There was literally too much reason about conflicting evidence and then no direct evidence. He said there's no reason other than that these people fell for the DA's trap, got their emotions involved, and what the speculation was just too horrible to ignore.
Yeah.
Yo, don't hit subscribe. I always try to tell them, they do it every time. I tell them it's a problem, but they acting like it's fine. I'm begging them to stop, but they leave me with a like.
Thank you, sweet misery. I'm glad you love it. Now, let me also say, right then and there is the problem, Billie Jo. Right then and there is your problem. Because you are the one that drove her to the police station, and you should have said, yes, Leilani, let's own what you did. Let's take responsibility for what you did, and then we can start to heal. But until then, as long as you're in denial, it wasn't a trap by the DA. Granted, it was the longest fucking DA I ever heard, but it wasn't a trap by the DA. You are a piece of shit. And you know what? So is your mom for not teaching you how to be responsible for your own actions. And as she keeps feeding into this nonsense. Disgusting. Hey, Suzanne.
I love
But
him so much, and I miss him so much.
I love you too. But he also said that not even 24 hours after the trial, he had attorneys contacting him, civilians, strangers, friends, and family, all saying that I thought this woman was guilty for 2 years, and now I don't think that's the case.
Yeah.
You know, and
I feel like the judge was biased. I feel like she didn't, honestly and truthfully, I think it was 100%
Oh my God, it was a jury trial. Stop.
wrong of them to be able to change the indictment.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never watched a trial. I don't know if this happens all the time. I mean, I have no idea, but what in the world?
Yeah.
You can change the wording in the indictment so you can get a guilty conviction.
Pretty much. I don't know. I didn't understand all that. I understood a little bit of what was going on, but I mean, I didn't understand a lot of really anything. I just know that I had written down the evidence that they don't have, and then there's speculation that doesn't have anything to back it up. And I was.
Well, I want you to think about this whenever sentencing comes up. I want you to think about because you went through the trial with confidence.
Yes, I tried. I tried to I didn't really feel confident, but I did try to appear confident.
Well, you appeared that way, and everybody, of course, everybody had something to say whenever you got all the guilty verdicts. And, oh, did you see how rampant her breathing was? And did you see, that was the first time I've seen any kind of real emotion with her. She's so selfish. Da, 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 da. That's why I told Jenna to tell you, do not cry whenever you go in there. You go in there and you hold your head up, and you take whatever they're going to give you.
I tried to keep myself from crying, just like I tried to keep myself from crying when the first day of trial. I was breaking down up there the first day of trial.
Yeah, well, that's feeling. Yeah, no emotion at all whenever she saw her son. No emotion at all whenever, I'm like, my God. And who was it that was saying something to me about it? I was like, you know what? If she would have cried, they'd have had something to say about that too. It doesn't matter what you've done up there. It doesn't matter what you.
There are 60 seconds remaining.
They were going to.
Can I just tell you, I really think Billie Jo pisses me off than Leilani does. Like, no joke.
How they felt. Right, yeah, no matter what.
Yeah, and that's the thing, though. Like, if I cried, Mom, they would have said I'm faking it.
Yep.
If I didn't cry, I was detached.
Yeah.
So the whole time I'm trying to show no reaction, and I had a couple of tears slip throughout the trial, and I had to fight to get myself under control. At the beginning of trial, I was so overwhelmed I couldn't help.
And I know you come back, and the days you come back, you cried. You were upset. I know that, but
She cried for herself, not for her son. Big difference.
The days I came back, I was devastated at the stuff that I've seen. I was just overwhelmed with it.
There are 15 seconds remaining.
Can you call me back?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Because we haven't talked enough. This is,
I know. I'll call you back.
So, I did call and try to talk to your counselor, but she never called me back.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Right.
I'll be honest with you. I was really surprised, and everybody was really surprised that I wasn't called on the witness stand.
Well, see, I think you would have been if the judge didn't deem yours and my issues or struggles in our relationship inadmissible. And since you weren't at the house,
I know it hurt my feelings that you said that you had to pick me up off the ground from ODing.
no, that's not even what was said. So they left out the part where I said, I'm pretty sure that was a dream I had when I was a kid, but it stuck with me. Yeah, I was at the end, and they cut it off. If you go back and look, they cut it off where I said and then it was just cut off.
Okay. Well, I'm like, my God, I don't think Leilani's ever seen me in like a truly drug-induced freaking stupor. You know what I
But
mean?
they cut
Like,
that off, and I leaned over to my attorney. I said, they really just cut off where I said, and I'm pretty sure that was a dream, but it stuck with me. But, yeah, that got on my nerves that they cut that off. I was like, seriously?
yeah. Well, I feel like, I feel like they failed y'all whenever it comes to that, them doing the
I'm going to rewind that for a second because I kind of missed that. I want to hear that again.
They left out the part where I said, I'm pretty sure that was a dream I had.
surprised, and everybody was really surprised that I wasn't called on the witness stand.
Well, see, I think you would have been if the judge didn't deem yours and my issues or struggles in our relationship inadmissible. And since you weren't at the house,
I know it hurt my feelings that you said that you had to pick me up off the ground from ODing.
no, that's not even what was said. So they left out the part where I said, I'm pretty sure that was a dream I had when I was a kid, but it stuck with me. Yeah, I was.
Okay, if that was the case, here's the thing, Billie Jo. If she really said that and the judge happened to cut that off, why would it hurt your feelings if it wasn't true? Like, do you think the judge is this stupid, or do you think everyone's this stupid? Maybe you're this stupid? No, your daughter never said that was a dream she had. The judge would have no reason to cut that off. And if you believe that, that's probably why you think she's innocent. But this is what happens when you have educations that end in ninth grade.
At the end, and they cut it off. If you go back and look, they cut it off where I said and then it was just cut off.
Okay. Well, I'm like, my God, I don't think Leilani's ever seen me in like a truly drug-induced freaking stupor. You know what I
But
mean?
they cut
Like,
that off, and I leaned over to my attorney. I said, they really just cut off where I said, and I'm pretty sure that was a dream, but it stuck with me. But, yeah, that got on my nerves that they cut that off. I was like, seriously?
yeah.
All right, Billie Jo, so you want us to believe that your daughter never saw you in a drug state or an alcohol state to the point that you were passed out, but yet you still raised two murderers. I would feel better knowing that you were so high that you let your kids drop out of high school, that you were so high that you couldn't even see straight. I would have more respect for you then than this bullshit. Because if she never saw you high or fucked up, then why did you raise two murderers?
Well, I feel like, I feel like they failed y'all whenever it comes to that, them doing the hotel room. I felt like that failed y'all miserably, both of y'all, because I feel like if that room was going to be bugged, neither one of y'all should have known about it.
Right, but I had to tell my attorney, I said, in that room when he was questioning me, I said, I decided to question him about 6 a.m. I didn't know anything about the 3 a.m. thing, Mom, until court or until trial. I didn't know nothing about that. But the 6 a.m., that's what he told me when I called him. So, when he was questioning me, I decided to question him about why he keeps telling me that he did see him, but then he turned around and originally told the police that he did and then said that he wasn't sure. And he said that I was just trying to save my own ass. So I had my attorney go up there and ask Agent Solomon, who was the one, Savannah, was the one who monitored it, if she recalled hearing that. She said, yes, I did recall hearing something like that.
I mean, who's to say you didn't come back and go to bed and Danny didn't get up and leave with the car and you left your phone in the car?
That is a possibility.
Then who threw the kid in the dumpster? Did he walk over to the dumpster by himself? I mean, for real.
And I even told my judge that. I think that was one of the speculations that I told the police, and they didn't show that interview either. I said, you can ask my family and stuff. I said, I do normally keep my phone on me, but if it's dead or close to
I can't
dead.
never get you to answer the phone. What you talking about?
But I said, but if it was dead or close to dead, or I would just leave it in the house.
Your phone's always dead.
Yeah. This is what I was telling them, though. I was like, if I was in the house or whatever, I would leave it, or I would.
See, that's that's the thing, Marie. You're right. She did. But in all these calls and all the calls between them, she is feeding her fucking daughter this innocent, like, oh my God, how could they convict you? You're so innocent. I thought they weren't going to convict you. I thought you were going to be home. But she's the one that drove him to the police station. She knew her daughter was guilty. She knew all along.
Would leave it in the car and get it out the next day. I said that was very common with me. And that was because I was high all the time. I wasn't worried about that damn phone.
No, I didn't either. In my time, I couldn't stand for the phone to ring.
Yeah, no, I get paranoid when somebody calls me. I'm like, oh my God, are they going to hear that I'm all stuffed up? Or like, am I going to talk too fast? Or,
No.
So like, I didn't care about that phone. But
I just hope that 100.
I believe that
100%. I just hope that 100% you know and believe in your heart that drugs cost every bit of this. That this is what drugs do.
Billie Jo, she's in jail for the next 50 fucking years. Who cares if she does dope in jail? I mean, for real. Who gives a shit if she does drugs in jail? When she gets out, she'll be like 70. So she did this. Stop blaming the drugs. Again, if you knew how to teach your kids responsibility for their own actions, guess what? You wouldn't have 2 murderers in prison.
This is the core of it, yes. It's the core of it. But I do believe my attorney...
Leilani, this would have never happened if y'all weren't high.
I
Never.
know. But like I said, that's the core of it. I believe that. I do. And I'm good on that. But I do believe my attorney's speculation because nobody could explain the vomit in that playpen, Mama. And it was red, so that was from that night because we had...
How about you killed your kid and originally in the playpen? And he vomited because you probably tried poisoning him? Who the fuck knows? Who cares?
spaghetti, But nobody could explain that. And then Daniel saying, apparently to the police in his initial interviews, that he had got up at 3 a.m. to feed Sky, that he deliberately glanced inside the playpen and seen Quentin there. My attorney thinks that he realized something was wrong, stayed up until it was time to go to work, messaged the babysitter during his panic or whatever, and just put him in one of the residential trash.
You lying bitch. It was you that contacted the babysitter, remember? There's proof of that. It was you, not him.
Trash cans on the way to work, which would have gone to the same exact place that they said they found him.
I don't know, Leilani, but I know I'm heartbroken over it.
I'm heartbroken over it too. But finally
Because
having some type of
Quentin
faith.
he didn't deserve any of that.
No, he didn't. But finally having some type of theory that just, I don't know, to me rings true and makes sense. I did feel some type of closure from that when I first heard him say that. And I was just like, that's a possibility. Because I never changed the last time. I never changed.
I don't understand. I don't understand why Hilliard didn't bring anybody up on your side, any witnesses for you. He didn't, I mean,
It was because it wasn't it wasn't the defense's um burden to come up with the proof. And
yeah,
anybody
but
he
it was
would have
it was
and
defense's burden.
anybody he would have called would have just been family. And everybody probably would have taken that with a grain of salt. I don't have friends. Who are they gonna call?
You were
Paige?
going to Mama and Vernon's house 3 times a week.
I was. I was. I was
You
going up
and
there.
Danny.
I was going up there very often, trying to be helpful to them, and
Wow, I mean, I just,
Well, Hilliard won't be the one doing the appeal. I mean, he's going to file the appeal, but then because they know attorneys who file appeals normally don't do their own appeals because they might not see where they did something wrong or should have done something or didn't do something right. So he's going to pick another attorney, an attorney who's not in it for the publicity. And I think I know who it's going to be, but to take over.
you need that attorney that Quentin had.
Huh?
And you need the attorney Quentin had. You need to tell him to go back and look and see. I can't remember that guy's name, but.
Well, this is I think this attorney, she has a very
This
good
is a pro bono
reputation.
attorney.
So this attorney has a very good reputation. She even came to the trial to be there for me and spoke to me in between breaks and stuff. It's either he chooses or the judge just appoints a random attorney. So I prefer somebody to be chosen that he trusts, because even though you and Hilliard don't get along well, he really did do a good job defending me.
I don't know why we don't get along well. I don't know what, I mean, he, and Leilani, whenever I tell you that man, I mean, he spoke to me in a way that Vernon was getting pissed off, because I was sitting there shaking. I mean, he had to see I was a freaking nervous wreck.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
It was starting to make me feel like, damn, I wonder what Leilani has said to this attorney about me.
And see, that's the thing. I haven't said nothing besides, like, you're the only person who has been supportive through all of this. I did say I believe that you doubted me for a very long time.
Oh, I just know that, honestly, I doubted both of you. You and Danny.
Yeah, but that's I did tell him that though, and that's true. That's how I felt for a long time. So I really feel like she's doubting me, but she's doing her best to still be supportive and open minded and stuff like that. So, but we never really had deep conversations about you. I mean, he'd ask what was going on with the kids, and I told him that we have a game plan, but we never went into detail about a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying to get in touch with Derek ever since the verdict, and he hadn't called me one time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, Leilani. I can probably get everybody in the family to go.
My opinion on that, Erin, is that she really believes that she's going to win on appeal, and her mom keeps feeding her this bullshit. So she's hoping to win on appeal. She doesn't see that she's going to spend the next 50 years behind bars.
Go out there and to speak on your behalf, but I think it's probably best that I stay out of it. Because no matter what I say or do, it's not going to be taken with any kind of credibility.
It might not, and but I think that you should get the opinion of first before you make that decision.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, I was saying, speak to him. They give you
with his old little silly bow tie.
His little bow tie and his big old ears.
I couldn't tell his ears were big. I just, everybody talked about his bow tie and how they liked him.
Yeah, well, I would lean over every day. I'd be like, so how many bow ties do you have? Because, like, every day you're wearing a different bow tie.
Yeah.
And that was just me trying to not focus on...
I do want you to know how great of a person you are. Leilani, being sober is so you. It is.
If she fucking says this one more time, I might scream. Billie Jo, drugs did not cause your daughter to murder her own child. The faster you own that, the better off you'll be. I don't know how many times I could try to explain it to you. Yes, drugs are not good. And this is coming from an addict. Drugs are not good. Drugs are bad. People do things on drugs that they probably wouldn't do normally. But when it comes to murder, in my opinion, she killed Quentin because of you. She was trying to get back at you. She didn't like you. That's why she killed Quentin and not her other kids, because Quentin was your favorite. This was an attack against you, Billie Jo. So why don't you own it? Stop feeding into the drug excuse, making it out like, oh my God, it was the drugs. No, it was her. I don't know. And I think she was on meth. Meth doesn't make you fucking kill your kid. If she was on Flacca or something like that, I would have a completely different story. Meth doesn't make you murder, and either does cocaine, especially your own child. But I'm pretty sure they said she was on meth. And again, meth is not going to make you kill your child.
You are just, you're so freaking smart. It pisses me off. You're so smart. I have to ask you how to spell words.
Well, this might.
Yeah, and you're beautiful.
Thank you. This might assure you a little bit that I do and have for a long time had a kind of game plan for if I did end up having to go to prison either for a short period of time or for a very long time. But I do plan on trying to get enrolled into some type of college classes, depending on what they have.
Mhm.
Because it'll keep me busy. And also being there, I'll probably be able to do some type of actual substance abuse. You know,
Yeah,
get a certificate in that. That'd be cool, right?
absolutely. You know, I think it's going to help you a long way because I'm going to tell you, whenever I went to go see your brother, it broke my heart. And it made me not want to go back.
Yeah, and I don't want to be like that, you know? I mean, and I don't expect people to come and see me all the time, but I'm pretty sure they have video visits there too. And me being there for at least a year before this appeal, and I'm not holding my breath on this appeal because, I mean, this is all going to happen to them and just everybody knows about me. But, I know that there's one prison in Atlanta for women. I don't know where the other one is. But I'm going to ask that my family comes and sees me at least twice a year in person.
I'm going to come see you.
You know, because, I mean, y'all got your lives. You got work. You got children. You got the children. You know, you got all this stuff going on. So I know there's going to be...
See, she does have the children, Sly. On 10:30, she had the kids.
I talked to, I went and met with the Department of Children and Families lady yesterday, the new caseworker. She is going to bring it up to her supervisor about us having visitation again.
She's going to what?
Bring it up to her supervisor about us getting visitation again, and we can probably do visitation with the kids right here at home.
And that would be cool. What they do, just bring a supervisor with them, and then...
The supervisor will bring the kids.
Yeah, the supervisor bring the kids, and then supervisor just kind of be like somebody in the shadows in the corner just watching.
Oh, I'll have her involved in everything. Why not?
Yeah, but I don't think that's probably going to be her initial role.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I also plan on...
I feel it'd be great because the kids would get to see their friends.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know what kids she has. Because Leilani just said, you have the kids. And now she's saying it's just visitation. It doesn't make sense.
And they'll get to see their house. This is their house. This isn't for me.
Yeah. I was also thinking about getting an inmate job.
There are 60 seconds remaining.
I could talk to you all day. Tell them they owe me all day.
I love you. I just wanted you to know that I do have goals to keep myself busy after I get transferred.
Okay. Well, me and you are going to talk. I'll visit you on Friday, but you call me every day. I'll figure out a way. I'll get you some more money.
Okay. Well, I should have enough on here to call you at least 4 4 more times.
Billie Jo is an underwater welder. They make more money than most. Why wouldn't she have money? Just curious.
I can put some more on there. You had $140, right?
After putting 10 on here and commissary coming out, I should be back down to about 89, 85, something like that.
So if I put another $50 on there, you can put $50.
There
on
are
that.
15 seconds remaining.
All right. Well, I love you. I'll do that.
I love you. And I just want you to be strong.
I'm doing
Okay?
my best. I'm doing my best.
Because you can still have a good life, Leilani. It doesn't have to be bad. It's what you choose it to be. Okay?
Okay. I love you.
Goodbye.
I love you too, honey. I love you.
Don't forget to like it.
Okay, couple things to talk about. One of them is same thing I said yesterday. And I know she's not going to like it, but Billie Jo, if you're listening, here's what I'm going to tell you. Your daughter will never, ever have a decent life in jail if you do not make her take responsibility for what she did. As long as you keep placating her and acting like she's going to get out on appeal or that she's a good person or it's the drugs, as long as you keep doing that, she's never, ever, ever going to get any better. As a mom, you need to teach her how to take responsibility. And that goes for you too. You need to take responsibility. You need to understand what she did. And you need to accept it. And once you accept it, you can move forward. That does not mean that you have to stop loving your child. Of course, you're not going to stop loving her. But truly loving her means that she needs to take responsibility for what she did. And stop like, she's going to be in jail for the next 50 years. You need to be honest with her and tell her that. You need to say, you know what, Leilani? You're not going to win the appeal. Like, there was no errors in judgment during the trial. There's not going to be new evidence told. A judge, the appeal process doesn't work where, oh, you know what, the lawyer thought she was innocent, so she must be innocent. That's not the way appeals work. There's no new evidence that's going to be presented. Even if your lawyer writes like, and you got a public defender on top of it, they ain't going to do shit on the appeal. And an appeal, in case people don't know, even I've spoke about it a lot, the thing with an appeal, the only thing that happens on appeal is they look for errors in the court. They look for things that the courts did wrong. The judge did wrong. There was a corrupt juror. That's what they look for. They're not looking to see, oh, well, her lawyer said that, there's reasonable doubt. They don't base anything on reasonable doubt. It's not their job as the Supreme Court of Georgia or the Supreme Court of the United States. They're not looking for that. That's like the biggest misconception when it comes to appeals. Everybody thinks the appeal court's going to look at it and be like, oh, wow, yeah, I see where the jury got this wrong because, yep, I see right here there's reasonable doubt. None of that even comes into play. The only thing that they're looking for is, were there mistakes made by the courts? That's it. And if there was no mistake made by the court and no jury was tainted, guess what? You're losing your appeal. Plain and simple. Exactly, Noni. 100%. And I've said that for every call that we listen to, I've said that exact same thing. But I'll say it again, because since it's coming from a subscriber, one of the greatest gifts you can give your child at any age is to hold them accountable. You can love and support your child through their taking responsibility, especially when you know your child is guilty. 100%. And stop blaming the damn drugs. Drugs did not do this. You did this. And only you did this. Because, like, I've done some fucked up things when I was high. Some really fucked things I would never do sober. Nothing like super crazy, but like I've told this story before. My dad had given me a necklace that I hawked and I couldn't get it back. And to this day I regret it. Like I should have never ever done that. And it was a necklace from my grandfather and I just wanted to get high and I got rid of it. That's not murder though. But I can't blame the drugs. It wasn't the drugs that made me do it. It was me that made me do it. So I need to stop saying, oh, if I was high, I wouldn't have done it. Yeah, that's true, but it's still my doing. So when I hear these people, oh, it was the drugs, it was drugs. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's still you. Plain and simple. Um, Sweet Misery, I owe you the new Super Chat song. Well, I don't have it plugged in here yet, but let me get it. I think this is it. I think this is it. Hold on.
Thank you so much for your super chat. You are amazing. Do not ever let anyone tell you that you are anything less than amazing. All donations, big and small, are appreciated greatly.
I owed that from you before. So thank you. Yeah, I didn't have it plugged in. I gotta plug it into Streamlabs. Alright, so back to this. But I mean, I know people that have done some horrible things. And what is the first thing that you hear in NA? Yes, I was high, but at the end of the day, it's still my choice. I still did it. And meth is not a drug that you lose your mind on. It's not a drug that you're outside of your own head. So meth is definitely not an excuse to murder your own kid. I mean, you can get annoyed with a kid, but it's not like flacker or something or salt baths. I mean, if it was like salt baths, that's one thing, but we're not talking salt baths here. We're talking fucking meth. I know plenty of people that have done nonstop meth and they were never out of their own head. So it's just a big excuse and a big fucking lie. Sorry, but no, you gotta take responsibility. And without taking responsibility, it's just not getting anywhere. So, and again, you're not helping her by not taking responsibility. You're actually hurting her and letting her fall into this belief that it'll be okay. No. Should she go to school? Yeah, it'll buy her time. But by the time she gets out of jail, she'll be at 80 if she survives. Billie Jo, you will be long gone by the time she ever sees the light of day again. And when you own that and you accept that, you'd be better off. Hopefully, you'll see your other son get out of jail. Don't count on it, though. It's just nuts to me. And that was the last of the calls so far. Let me see if she posted one tonight. I don't think she did, though. Yeah, that was it. For the Leilani calls. I know. I want more too. She's got Chloe Driver's call after guilty verdict. I can't listen to Wade Wilson calls anymore. His laugh makes me want to fucking kill myself. Like, literally. Every time his laugh comes on, I want to take a fucking gun to my head. I'm like, I can't even listen to his calls anymore. So we got Chloe Driver. Jamie Komolowski, which is short call. It is torturous. Jamie Komolowski, final jail before transfer. Nesto. Hey, Lindsay. Her calls before conviction were. I know. She's like Wade Wilson, though. She gets on my nerves. All right. So do you think Chloe and Leilani are like besties?
Hey,
Hey, baby.
what you doing?
Waking up.
Just waking up?
Yeah.
Mm.
Just waking up, baby.
Huh?
I miss you.
Wait, her charges weren't dropped? Sweet Misery? I don't think they were dropped. I don't remember, though. You haven't heard about Chloe Driver? Chloe was seeing this older guy or married, I don't know. But she decided one day that the best thing to do was murder her 13-month-old baby and locked herself in a room and stabbed her multiple times. Like, sick.
I miss you too. I can't believe that. They forced me to watch for 2 days, even though I wasn't suicidal. They did me so dirty when I came back to the jail.
You know how I figured out you was gonna say what?
How?
I went to book to go see you, and when I went to put it in, it said Friday. I said, wait, she just told me the other day it was Thursdays and Mondays, I swear. But I remember Thursday, and on the time that it was showing, it wasn't showing Thursday at all. I was like, what the f? So then I went to the thing, and it was like I scrolled up a little bit, and it was showing the pods, and it was like H pod, and I remember that was medical, and it said visitation only on Fridays.
Yeah, I came back, all the officers, the mental health lady, everybody cleared me. I was perfectly fine. I mean, not perfectly fine, but I've had 4 years to accept this possibility, and basically the captain and the sheriff were like, no, you're going on suicide watch. And apparently they wanted to keep me even longer than that, but we made I have stipulations and stuff I have to follow in order to be back in Gen Pop. So I'm finally out of suicide watch. That was hell. That was absolute hell. I couldn't call you or my mom. I couldn't call nobody right after I got my verdict. That's so messed up.
Yeah, that's up.
It really is. Like, how is, oh my gosh. And I haven't even been on watching like a whole year. It's just crazy.
I know, I've been proud of you. And I said, ain't no way she went back to that motherfucking jail after the flu. I was mad at hell.
Yeah, they forced me, man.
I know, until I figured it out. Then I figured it out later. I was like, oh, well, maybe they just made her go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some girl had told me. I was like, damn, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. How you
I
been?
missed you. I said, damn, I missed that girl, man.
Huh? Oh,
I was missing you. I was talking to my homeboy Greg. I said, man, this little shit ain't called me. Greg said, I don't know. So why you mad at you? I said, I don't know. I think so. I ain't still doing nothing.
Well, I just got back like a couple hours ago during lockdown, so.
They took you to medical?
As soon as I got back from the courthouse, yeah, they took me to medical and then they put me in watch. But I'm back in Gym Pop now. I'm in J-Pod.
You're back in your old room?
Yes, I'm back in my old room. Yep. Yeah, so I'm glad about that.
Those folk crazy, man. You said you wasn't at all?
Not at all. I didn't give any inclination that I wanted to hurt myself. I told them I was perfectly fine. I said, no, I've accepted what it is. Like, I've had 4 years to accept it. I'm really not, you know what I mean? I'm not real about it. Like, it's not, no, it's nothing like that. But they were like, well, just because of the fact that I've had I've been at risk for so long, they said it was like they had to do it. But, whatever. I'm hoping they don't do it, you know.
She stabbed her 13-month-old like 20 times or something.
And I'm going to be mad as hell if they do it again. I will be so sad. I do not want to go back there.
You said, well, you sound to me like you're getting better. Choices like that.
Yeah, no, I'm just ready to get I'm just ready to move forward and be able to not sit on my butt 24/7 and actually have a life, despite it being behind bars. Like, I just want to do stuff, you know.
One thing about it, don't nothing last forever.
Huh?
I said, one thing about it, don't nothing last forever.
Yeah, you're right.
Nothing lasts forever, baby. One thing about it.
Hey, you know what does last forever? Her baby in heaven. That does last forever. The fact that she stabbed an innocent child so many times, that lasts forever. Fucking moron.
It might not have been.
Wise words.
Huh?
Look at you and your wise words.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy that Cookie always done the medical.
I know. Everybody cleared me, but the captain intervened and was like, nope. And then the sheriff even said it, and it was just, I was so sad. 2 days. That was pure hell for me. I just wanted to hang out with my friends, talk to my mom and you, and couldn't even do that. It was so messed up. I'm starving.
You starving?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they take everything from like food and all, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. I'm out now. I should go cook something.
I was so upset.
You?
I was like, well, maybe she's mad at me. I was like, did I say something?
Oh, no, of course not. That's why I had to leave you, because I was waiting for an opportunity. And funny enough, it was so crazy how she ended up going to medical too. She only went for 1 night, but thankfully she was able to make that phone call for me to let you know, because I really didn't want you to worry. And some other people were like, "Where are you? Like, why are you not responding?" My mom probably knows I was on suicide watch because my attorney told her. So. I even tried to get my attorney to help me get out of the watch. Man, I did everything I could.
Oh.
Oh, but even that lady that made the phone call, like, I wanted her to do that so that you wouldn't worry.
Yes, you told me.
Mm-hmm.
I said, all right. Tell her I love her.
I know. I was like, oh, my gosh, what?
I said, tell her I'll be here once you get out.
Yeah.
It has been a long 2 days though.
It really has.
Yesterday was terrible. I was like, damn. I know they gotta let her out now.
Yeah, no. I was supposed to leave after 24 hours, but then the captain was like, nope, she's stay longer. I was like, oh my god. Even though I showed no, like, nothing at all. I wasn't too happy and I wasn't too sad. It was just, I want to cry just thinking about it. I hate that place, dude. I really do.
The suicide?
Yeah. I'm not.
Yeah, you're naked.
Huh?
You're naked.
I'm naked. Oh, naked. Did you just say naked?
Yeah, you're naked. I say naked though.
Yeah, pretty much. I had to like wrap the blanket around me the first day, and they finally got me a gown. I was like, whatever. I'm just gonna lay here. Yeah.
Yeah. Did I tell you my brother got locked up?
Yeah, you did. So as soon as I went to medical, I was asking if Giddens was still.
No, he ain't there. He ain't going there.
Oh. Well, wasn't he in Cherokee for a minute?
No, he ain't been there. He ain't been there in a while. He charged her in Gwinnett. He was there like 90 days ago. Like when you remember when he got out of medical, like when you was there.
Yeah.
That was like I don't know. That was like 5 months ago, 6 months ago, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I thought you meant that he was locked up back in here. So I was like, is Giddens down here? And the mental health lady was like, no, he's not a little troublemaker, but he's not here. He's not here right now. I said, well, I was inquiring as to where he might be, and she said that he left. So I guess she meant from 5 months ago. Because I was trying to find a way to get the messages to you. I was like, maybe Ty can do it.
Yeah. I was sad, bro.
Same.
I was like, man, I just want to talk to her. Cause I'm just like staring at my phone. I'm like, I can't even call.
I know.
See what I'm saying? It's just like, back to what I was saying about my brother, right? So,
okay.
So remember I had told you the story, right? Like him and that girl got into it.
No.
I told you I didn't tell you why he got locked up.
No.
Well, anyway, he got locked up, right? So he got locked up. Him and that girl got into it. She didn't really tell me the whole story, but like 3 days ago, maybe, or no, because I talked to you 3 days ago, so this had to be 2 days ago. 2 days ago, she was telling me so much. Remember I can't remember the time frame of when I don't think did I ever tell you, like, remember my daddy got locked up and I told you that he had a dog and it was pissing and all in my grandma's house? Did I ever tell you that?
Well, I remember him getting locked up, but I don't remember you saying anything about a dog.
All right, well, he had a dog. It was pissing and shitting everywhere at my grandma's house. So long story short, me and my sister sent the dog to Ty's girlfriend's house because she got dogs and all her dogs are well taken care of. So it wasn't like nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna believe what you ain't gonna believe.
Yeah, thank you for checking in on me. Sorry, mental health just came. Okay. Anyways, go on.
You're not gonna believe what the my brother did.
What?
He killed a dog.
What the? Why?
Okay, lady, you stabbed a 13-month-old child that you carried for 9 months, and you weren't high either. And you're in shock that somebody killed a dog? Really? You reminded me of Leilani, who like freaked out that you were in there and how dare you kill your child. You're all fucking crazy.
Because the girl wouldn't listen to him. The girl wouldn't listen to him.
Oh my God, he's probably gonna sit there for a long time. I knew a girl that left puppies on the side of the road, and she ended up staying here for like well over a year. And then, in fact, I think she went to prison just for diagnostics, and then she got out. But she sat here for like a year, a little over a year.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe he did that. What is his problem?
Yeah. All that.
Bitch, you murdered your own fucking kid. These people are crazy. Can you imagine being in shock that somebody killed a dog when you stabbed a 13-month-old multiple times that you carried for 9 months and gave birth to? I'm sorry, a dog seems like child's play after that.
How you feeling mentally? You feeling good? Well,
I'm feeling great now that I'm back in the pod. I'm just so happy that I get to talk to you now. I'm happy I'm with, good people in here. I'm happy I'm off to watch. So
I mean, from the conversation that me and you had, I don't think that you were like, I didn't obviously talk to you after that, but I don't feel like you were like, I don't feel like you were, I don't feel like that's what it should have been.
I'm not. That's the whole point I'm making. I wasn't, they just forced me to go on it because it's protocol.
They made a sweeping
Everybody cleared me. Like, nobody thought I should go on to watch, but the captain and the sheriff were like, well, she needs to go on to watch. Not everybody wants to, like, themselves because they get a life sentence, So.
Hold on, what's the you just said?
What?
Repeat what you just said?
I said not everybody wants to kill themselves because of a life sentence.
I'm not. Do you feel like that's what it's going to be? I don't necessarily know if I agree with that part.
Agree with what?
You don't listen. I don't think that I don't understand why they felt the need to try to say like you were. I don't get that part.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. It's literally just because someone who gets a heavy sentence is supposed to go on to watch, and I'm already like a head risk. So they just wanted to dot their I's and cross their T's, sort of speak.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not at all.
This call will be terminated in 2 minutes.
Then that fucking bitch right there, I hate that bitch.
I know, rude as hell.
You're going to be all right.
I know.
I'm going to be here for you.
Well, that's sweet.
Well, it's a little hard not to be now. I'm switching now.
What?
I say it's a little hard not to be now. I'm switching now. You my little nut.
Oh, I'll be like your little jailbird.
Shut up. That shit ain't funny, but it is.
Oh, I missed you so much. I'm so glad we get to talk.
I missed your ass, man. I didn't even realize how much I missed you.
Please tell me this isn't the baby's father.
So yesterday, I was like, man, this shit's some bullshit. I said, I know damn.
This call will be terminated in 1 minute.
I was like, I know damn well she ain't in there acting a fool, but I was mad as hell at you.
No, I really wasn't. I was perfectly normal. I was normal as hell. I mean, I wasn't, like, too happy and I wasn't too sad. I was just like, well, damn. It sucks, but it is what it is. What am I supposed to do? Bash my head against the wall until, like, my sentence changes? Like, it was just crazy. I wasn't doing nothing, though. I was all right.
Good.
I was so excited to come back to the jail, too, so I could talk to you and my mom and everything. And they were like, watch. I was like, oh, wonderful.
Hold on, they told you as soon as you got back?
Yeah, everybody cleared me. I was perfectly fine. I'm not at all. According to multiple people, I was fine. But then the captain intervened and the sheriff intervened, and they were like, no, just for protocol, she needs to go on to watch. I was like, dang. Anyways,
this call was terminated.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
Hey, at least she's got a normal thinking head. Because she's right. You can't change it. What's she going to do? Bang her head against the wall? She's right. She's fine with what she did. I don't hear any regret, any amount of sympathy, nothing. These people are nuts. But I did get an update. So on the Alexi Traviso, this is where I get really, really pissed off from the news and from the justice system. This was last month. But one of the things that they were worried about is something about the hospital stuff shouldn't have been um like evidence or whatever. Like what? How about she killed her fucking baby? But charges have not been dropped.
Hello, everyone. I'm Crystal Cruz. New details tonight on a court case against a then teenager from New Mexico. Alexi Traviso is accused of murdering her newborn baby inside a New Mexico hospital. News West 9's Lilybeth Vias joins us tonight. Lilybeth, this case unfolded back in 2023.
That's right, Crystal, and it's faced some legal battles along the way. Alexi Traviso was 19 years old when she went to a hospital in our
Dang, did you hear how good she said her name? My God, I wish I could speak Spanish like that.
New Mexico for what she said was back pain. After using a hospital bathroom, staff later found a dead newborn baby inside a trash can. As I mentioned before, the court case has faced legal battles, including a challenge from the plaintiff, or the state of New Mexico in this case. Back in July of this year, it asked the state's highest court to step in and reverse a decision made by the lower court that tossed out some of its key evidence, including law enforcement body cam footage taken inside the hospital with Alexi Traviso. A jury trial meant to determine Treviso's fate was slated for August 26 of this year. However, that date was later removed off the docket. Fast forward to just a few weeks ago. An order from the New Mexico Supreme Court could help move the case forward through the legal process. According to court documents, one of these most recent orders came down this month, accepting perspectives in a legal document from experts in groups like the National Police Accountability Project, the American Civil Liberties Union of New Mexico, who raised concerns over the legality of law enforcement inside emergency rooms. In its response, the plaintiff, or the state of New Mexico in this case, made arguments against the briefs, including voicing the case does not implicate any problematic concerns about the presence of law enforcement in emergency rooms. Now, why does the recent order matter? Perspectives in these legal documents are now a part of the case and could be considered by the state of New Mexico's highest Supreme Court. According to the docket, a pre-trial date has not yet been set. Alexi is being charged with first-degree murder and tampering with evidence.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't dropped. I just didn't know what the update was. But yeah, I don't know how they're gonna. I don't see. You may not be able to use the video from the hospital, but you should most certainly be able to say what happened. I don't understand how you can't say what happened. You could definitely not use the video, but that's about it. But I don't know. Let's see how it turns out. They're all crazy. Anyone that kills their kid is crazy. And this is beyond my comprehension. I mean, I can see wanting to kill your kid, but actually doing it are two different things. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys.
Some copper thieves caught on camera in Odessa.
Let's see if there's any highlights to go through. She has baby Alexa's ashes in her living room. I don't know why she killed the kid to begin with. And did you think like nobody would find out? I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna use. That's what I'm saying. I really don't know. Serial child rapist pleads not guilty to pregnant 13-year-old rape and murder. Hey! Uh, Let me see if I get anything on this. Hold on. But they look like a good couple. Hang on. Found another story about parents killing their child. This is actually brand new. It's from a couple of hours ago.
In Crawford County.
Let's see what the video is, and then I'll go through the story.
County was seriously injured after the parents allegedly neglected to seek medical care. 23-year-old Chad Gibbs and 22-year-old Sarah Lemke, both of Charter Oak, are both facing a charge of child endangerment resulting in serious injury. Court documents say Gibbs fell down the stairs while holding the baby, causing the baby's head to hit the door frame and then to be dropped by Gibbs. The documents also say Gibbs didn't seek medical attention until hours later, and that Lemke, the baby's mother, wasn't observant enough to realize there was a problem with that baby.
I was actually looking for a gift for my
All right. These two numbnuts facing child endangerment resulting in serious injury after an infant was severely harmed, alleging due to the delayed response and seeking medical attention. Do these two look like they should be having a baby? No. Gibbs allegedly dropped the infant from a height of approximately 3 to 4 feet. They did not seek medical help until the baby lost pulse. I hope they never get this baby back. Chad is admitted to having caused earlier harm to the infant, stating that 6 days prior to this incident, he accidentally elbowed the baby, and frustrated by the baby's crying, he squeezed her tightly to his chest. Please tell me these people are never going to fucking have kids back. Yes, sale is till tomorrow. Hey, Monica. They do look like identical twins, right? They should never have a child ever again. But they'll go to some parenting class and then they'll get them back. Always happens. Man in Michigan court on Friday pleaded not guilty to rape a 13 and killing a 13-year-old who vanished last year and was never found. He killed a pregnant 13-year-old and gave chlamydia to his girlfriend's 4-year-old daughter. Yeah, this is a good guy. He was convicted in 2005, third-degree criminal sexual conduct. He admitted to having sex with a child and was sentenced to 7 years. How do you have sex with a child and you only get 7 years? He's not only facing criminal charges sexually abusing 2 other girls, prosecutors said he assaulted an 8-year-old family member and transmitted chlamydia to his girlfriend's 4-year-old daughter. Believed Butts killed Harris because he did not want Harris having his child while he was in custody for an unrelated gun case. Butts was expected to turn himself in the day Harris vanished, but the date was pushed back to February. Unbelievable. According to TV, Harris was last seen getting off a bus. Text messages suggest Butts told Harris he would pick her up from school the same day she was last seen alive. Butts, the father of one of Harris' cousins, allegedly started grooming her with explicit texts in 2022. Prosecutors have accused Butts of raping and impregnating Harris. You know what? This is the state's fault. Because in 2005, he should have never been let out. So if I was the parents, I would sue the fucking state of Iowa or whatever, state of Michigan for everything they have. He should have never been let out of jail. Unbelievable. Las Vegas police identified and located a woman seen on video sexually assaulting a teen girl with a high school football coach who was charged last month with multiple counts. Teen told investigators she knew Cole as Sissy and that Washington invited her to participate in a threesome with them at the school. Teen said Cole knew she was 15 beneath the Nevada age of consent. Investigators said they found 4 videos of the pair having sex so graphic that the videos are now sealed. Prosecutors previously described one video in which Washington urinated on the girl and another in which she appears to be gagged while he raped her from behind. Damn. Hey, Rich. Prosecutors also say they found sexual photos of child sexual abuse material that Cole created involving a toddler he babysat. This is a high school coach. His trial is set to begin July 14th. What the fuck is wrong with people? I don't get it. Like, don't these people realize that these teens that go through this, they're like scarred for life? I have no sympathy for these guys. Like, you rape a 15-year-old? Washington has admitted to having sex with the girl, but insists he believes she was 16. I don't care if she was 16 or 15. The girl initially declined to identify Washington, citing his wife and child. The fuck? Oh, you know what I want to tell you guys? There's another story of a female teacher or a female raping a child. I just heard this the other day or yesterday, maybe even today on Law and Crime. Check this out. This 36 or 39-year-old woman, I don't remember her name, but it's on Law and Crime. But this 36 or 39-year-old woman was having trouble with her husband. So she goes to they're in like a hotel, the husband's on vacation. She starts telling these 15-year-olds about her love life and how her husband cheated on her and blah, blah, blah. She convinces these kids to give her a Snapchat, and I'm like summing this up, but she convinces these kids to give her Snapchat. So she starts texting them, wants to hang out with them. This is all at a hotel room. They're like a soccer team from out of state or whatever. They're 15-year-old kids. And probably 10th grade? And she convinces them to let her go to their room. So she goes to their room. She starts flirting with them. There's like 4 of them there. 2 of them ended up leaving. The other 2 stayed. She ended up blowing one of them. And then she's like, don't you want to go, why don't you do that to me now? And he was like, no. He's like, no, thank you. So the next day, she, I don't know if she had sex with one of them or both of them, but he didn't want to see her again. And he told the police that she said something along the lines like, do you want to do this or whatever? And the kid was like, not really, but that didn't come out of his mouth. So he just said yes. And then she showed up at their game the next day, even though they ignored her, and they just went to the police. So she ends up getting arrested. She admits all of it. Like, she totally admitted everything. And she totally got away with it. She got no jail time. She got like 2 months probation. So, or I think it was like a slap on the wrist. She got like nothing. So the Law and Crime, I forgot who it was that was hosting it, but Law and Crime is saying, like, how does that happen? And I'm thinking to myself, a good lawyer? She probably had a really good lawyer. That's how she got out of it. But yeah, she totally beat all charges. I'm like, do I really think a 15-year-old is scarred for life? No. Do I think a 15-year-old female would be scarred for life? Yes. Do I think a 15-year-old male is scarred for life that a pretty older woman came on to them? No. I mean, I could be wrong, but no. I don't think it holds the same weight. I think most guys would be like, woohoo! Yeah, I don't know if the cops, I don't remember who bargained, but she totally beat it. But you know what I mean? Like, show me a 15-year-old that's going to be scarred for life that a hot teacher or a hot older woman, wanted to have sex with them. Come on. There's not one guy I know that's scarred over that. Hey, what happened? Uh-oh. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what just happened. That was strange. So yeah, I was just like, whatever. So dumb. So, but I'm going to get off. I've been on almost 2 hours. My computer's like, enough is enough. So I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. Don't forget, candle sale ends tomorrow. Now is your chance to get candles. Cheapest you're ever going to find them. Like I said, a paint candle is like $7.50. You cannot beat that. Nowhere will I ever have a sale that cheap again. So if you ever want to try a candle, now is the time. And I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Peace.